Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. With all the football and motorsport going on right now, it is going to be really hard to make videos a few times a week. But damn it, I'm going to try, and for that reason you should subscribe. Thank you for helping me reach 400, that's amazing. Now let's see how far we can go. But today is an apology video of sorts. I was wrong about Marcus Ericsson. I maintained for years that he was a mediocre, wet, soggy pancake of a driver, but he won his first Indycar race in Detroit last weekend, so I think we should look closer at his career and see what is really going on there. So let's take a look at the career of this Swede former Formula 1 star and see what's in his head.
Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
I'm not wrong very often. I'm lying, I'm almost always wrong. Look at my prediction videos. But I have said for years that Marcus Ericsson was a sorry excuse for a driver who keeps getting to drive in top racing series such as Formula 1 and Indycar without doing very much with those drives. He had 5 years with Caterham and Sauber in Formula 1, and from what I remember he was either at the back or spinning off somewhere, not achieving a great deal. 2014 was not his fault. Caterham were worthless, and I'm not scared to admit that. I imagine Ericsson was glad to be free of them. But in 4 years with Sauber, he only scored 18 points. Sauber were not exactly competitive themselves though. Yes, Felipe Nasr had a good year in 2015, and Marcus Ericsson was often behind him, but 2016 Sauber only scored 2 points. Yes, it was Nasr that scored them, but Marcus Ericsson finished above Nasr in 10 races out of 21, so he was on terms with the Brazilian. And again in 2016, Sauber not competitive, Pascal Wehrlein scores all their points, but when both cars finish, Ericsson is in and around his teammates. So Marcus Ericsson was unlucky more than anything. His teammates walked into more scoring opportunities than he did, and Sauber weren't competitive, so you really can't expect Marcus Ericsson to be a regular point scorer in Formula 1. And he did okay in his final year, but he was completely outshined by his younger teammate Charles Leclerc, who has gone on to be a race winner and a consistent front runner. So again, a star who burns bright as Leclerc, Ericsson was always going to be completely outshined, but he scores points equal to the 9 points he scored in 2015. So all in all, his Formula 1 career was not as bad as it seems at first glance. Yes, there were crashes, quite a few, but he was a match for a couple of his teammates at least. And his career in IndyCar hasn't been awful. In 2020 with Chip Ganassi, he finished in the top 10 9 times out of 14 races, which is at least very consistent. No podiums though, which maybe shows he just doesn't get those top spots. Maybe he's scared of heights or allergic to champagne. Up to 2021, the only podium he has scored in IndyCar was in Detroit in 2019, whilst racing for Arrow Schmidt Peterson Motorsports, where he finished second behind Scott Dixon. This was by far his best result, and he was helped by a couple of incidents in the race, but he steered clear of the carnage to get a first respectable podium in IndyCar. But the rest of the year was more Ericsson-y. But he is showing signs of improvement. In 2021 he has been more than a mediocre Swede in the midfield, leaving that to Felix Rosenqvist, with mostly positive finishes, an 11th place at the Indy 500, which is respectable. Oh, and his first ever IndyCar win at Detroit. It wasn't just luck either. Yes, it helped that Will Power broke down at the restart, but Marcus Ericsson was there to capitalise in the first place. It was a top performance, and Marcus Ericsson finds himself in 7th place in the championship at the halfway stage. The Swede needs to keep his run going, but considering how consistent he normally is, this could be a fantastic year for Marcus Ericsson. Considering he just took his first win since a GP2 victory at the Nürburgring back in 2013, it's already a fantastic year. So yeah, I apologise Marcus Ericsson, it's nothing against you or the Swedes in general. I love ABBA and Rickard Rydell, but I thought Marcus Ericsson was forever destined to be a mediocre mid-runner. But he really seems to be on the up in 2021, so it'll be interesting to keep watching IndyCar and see how far he can go. It has been a crazy year for IndyCar. New winners in Ericsson, Patricio O'Ward and Alex Palou, Helio Castroneves winning the Indy 500 for a 4th time, 7 winners in 8 races, a shock McLaughlin podium on his oval debut. Honestly, IndyCar and Formula E have been the most entertaining race series to watch so far in 2021, so make sure you watch them. So firstly, I want to say thank you for helping me reach 400 subscribers. And hey, the channel is almost 2 years old, so if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I make 2 or 3 videos a week. I do my best, it's not to everyone's taste, but I give it my all. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and supported the channel over the last 2 years. Leave a like and share the video. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.